Good morning, YouTubers. T-Square with T-Square Talks. Hope everybody's having a great Friday morning. It's Friday. I can't wait. I love Fridays. Enjoy the weekend, and I'm pretty psyched because I think next week we could see some more fireworks. By fireworks, I mean it was really interesting how we saw such I'll say a good drop and then a good recover really quick, which was really interesting because a lot of people have been frustrated with the lack of volatility in the silver market. It's kind of just been sitting there, and people want to see either an opportunity to buy or they want to see gains and make money. But the truth of the matter is it's not going to happen overnight. And we're going to talk a little bit about that and some factors and some comments that have been coming in on really different aspects of silver, both the supply, the price, the manipulation. I think this is a great day to kind of do a little talking and kind of cover some ground with the basics, but also some of the stuff we're going to talk about might be something you hadn't heard or hadn't thought about, especially if you're a naysayer. If you're a naysayer and you're against silver, I mean, I don't want to be able to say necessarily to you were wrong and the silver price just went crazy and you missed out and haha. That's not what I'm after. What I'm after is for people to wake up, because the truth of the matter is I was there at one time. I remember laughing at a buddy of mine when he was buying gold at $400 an ounce. $400. And laughing at him when he was buying silver for about $5 an ounce. I just thought it was nuts. I didn't understand. I didn't know the full concept of what was going on. Now, here I am, the next generation of stackers, and essentially I'm buying gold at $2,000 an ounce, and I'm buying silver at, let's say $25 an ounce. I know some people are going to say, oh, it's not $25 an ounce. If you're buying physical, you're paying $25 an ounce, and no one is selling it for this fake spot price because everybody knows that it's fake. And if you guys enjoyed today's video, please take a quick minute, hit that thumbs up button. It's Friday. I would love to have an amazing amounts of thumbs up later this afternoon when I check out this video and start reading through the comments and just start getting ready for the weekend. I always like to end my day kind of reading through comments for about an hour every day and see what people are saying. And it usually gives me good feedback of the next video that I want to put up. Sometimes I see something exciting, interesting, and want to talk a little more about it. And sometimes I want to research a little bit more about it, kind of like the palladium the other day. So hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe if you're not subscribed. So an interesting thing to think about, and I know some people are going to be like, that's not true. But the first thing is, if central banks are buying up gold and silver, why do you think they're buying it up? It's kind of funny. I remember a comment my dad always used to tell me. He goes, do as I say, not as I do. And I get a kick out of that whenever I think about that comment, because it's kind of the opposite, but in a way, it's what they expect us to do. Do as I say and not as I do. They will tell you, Jerome Powell being they, that gold is a barbaric relic. Precious metals is more of just a thing of the past. It's a thing we used to do, and now it's just tradition. That's why they buy it. But yet they tell you have no need for it. It serves no purpose. And then the people that are financial planners want to tell you a good portfolio should have 5% of its portfolio in gold and silver. And it doesn't really matter if it's physical or paper. I really wonder how many people are going to totally miss out when it goes crazy. Because here's the thing. Paper contracts, there are so many paper contracts out there that aren't back to the physical. Now, the truth of the matter is a lot of people are not after physical. They just want the gains. They want the paper gains. But the problem is, as the paper becomes worth less and less, as we've seen many times, as I reach over here, Look at that. World money wins. His poker chip. Had it sitting there. As I've said many of times, you know, you look at all these different currencies, and at some point, they all go to zero. I mean, think about that. They all become worth less and less as they kill the purchasing power of almost every currency that we've ever had. I mean, no currency lasts forever. However, silver and gold, it's going to be around forever. It's not that it's a barbaric relic. It's that they know when this experiment folds, they want to be able to have the gold and silver to come off of the experiment. And big banks, they want to have it because they're making money right now. They're spoofing the market, manipulating the market, putting huge amounts of shorts up while they take huge amounts of silver, physical silver, off the markets. I mean, you know, someone asked me the other day, well, even though they're putting shorts, they're still accountable for those shorts. There are so many short contracts out there, and I don't know if people know this about shorts, but a short can be settled in paper. It does not have to be settled physically. So if all of a sudden the price just goes bonkers, it just plunges in price first, and then all of a sudden, hey, that's it. We're defaulting. We're just going to pay out the price. Okay, the price is $20 an ounce. I mean, the physical would go to the moon. Anybody that don't believe that that could happen doesn't have to look very far back at the nickel price about a year ago when JP Morgan basically defaulted on nickel. Now, how did that happen? They had huge amounts, huge bags, like 2,000-pound bags. I mean, these things are huge shipping crate bags. And they basically opened them up, and here they are, Rivera Aug. Where'd all the nickel go? Oh, I don't know. Must have been an error. Huge amounts of lawsuits. Nobody knows what happened. It's not their responsibility for security and this and that, but it's no big deal. We'll just settle it with paper. Well, what do you think the price of nickel did that day? Nickel just went through the roof. They had to shut the nickel markets down for like 2 or 3 days and roll them back. Now, what do I mean by roll them back? Cancel people's orders. Cancel their buys, cancel their sells, reset it back a couple days ago before everything went crazy, manipulate the price down again using shorts, and boom, open it back up again. And it was like nothing ever happened. But, you know, here's the thing. The nickel price shot up astronomical. This is going to be the year, in my personal opinion. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't even try to be. I'm just a YouTuber with a belief. And I have a firm belief that this is going to be the year for commodities. Real stuff. I mean, we're seeing inflation. We're seeing a slowdown in the economy. We haven't seen a mega pullback yet. And a lot of people want to kind of diss silver and diss precious metals, period. YouTubers have been saying this for years. They've been coming up with some crazy numbers. You know, I've never came up with any crazy numbers, in my opinion. Have I said what I've heard? Yes. I heard just yesterday $700 an ounce. Do I think it will go to $700 an ounce? Probably no time soon. But I've always said, I think silver could easily go to $100 right now. And it could happen in a blink of an eye. Will it maintain it? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe we'll see $100, $110, and then all of a sudden a huge pullback, and you'll see the price come back down to 50 or 60. Now, here's the thing. If you bought it at 25 to 30, are you going to complain if the price doubled on you? No. I know some people tell me they would never sell any of their silver. They're not going to sell. It doesn't matter if it goes to 100, 110, whatever. They're not selling. I've always said I would consider taking a certain amount of profits. I mean, now I know some people are like, why would you take profits if the dollar is losing value? Because the truth of the matter is, I mean, I can still use the dollar. Even though they're losing value, I mean, I could still do stuff. I could still buy other investments with it. Maybe I could get that vehicle that I've wanted, a newer truck or an RV. Maybe I could get a down payment on a nice forever home that I want to have forever. My prepper's paradise, homestead. So there's a lot of options, and people that are just out there saying it can never happen, I really feel bad for them. Because, like I said, banks are stacking this stuff up for a reason. Countries like China and Russia, why do you think they're hoarding it? I mean, the U.S., who knows? Maybe they're being secret and they're holding it too, the government. I saw someone say that military projects use silver, a lot of them, and that's why they manipulate it down so they can get as much of it now. And that's a very good possibility. There's a lot of research that I think could be done with silver. For example, we've talked about silver batteries on the channel. Instead of lithium, replace the lithium out with silver. We've talked about a lot of different stuff, and silver has interesting properties. And I believe there was a reason why in the old days people recognized gold and silver as money. I even think there was something more to it than just, it's so limited. It's so precious, and that's why they use it as money. There's a possibility, a lot of people, I don't want to get too much into ancient history. There's a lot of people that believe that we have been technology advanced in the past at some point. The world is a very old place, and it's been wiped out many times. And so when you think about that, it leads me to believe that maybe they knew how valuable silver and gold was. And I think there's going to be a lot of uses in the future. And you think about palladium. We talked about this the other day. Palladium went from $100 to $3,000. That's a 30x move. All because they decided to start using it for catalytic converters. What's it going to take for silver? One good technology using silver, and all of a sudden silver could go to the moon. A lot of people are just going to miss out. I don't want people to get scared and go out and buy thinking right now. You buy when you feel comfortable. I tell people slow and steady wins the race. Stack a little bit each time, and as time goes on, I just want to pull this one out for right now. I'm not liking the way that's looking. Kind of looks like a milk spot right there. I don't know. I just want to pull that separate. But with that being said, I thank everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. And, we're going to see some interesting stuff with silver. I think this year we're going to see the numbers jump up and down a little bit more. I'm still hoping for my 2150. I think we could see it. I think we'll see it probably at the end of next month. There's a good chance. Especially when the end of the first physical quarter comes out, so financial quarter. So with that being said, thank you all for watching. Hit that thumbs up for me and leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. And it's going to be exciting. Next week, 10,000 subscriber giveaway. Don't miss it. Take care, everybody. Thank you all for watching, and have a great night, day.